My name is Boitumelo Ntwayamodimo. I'm a woman of 63 years, a single mother of one. I was born in Sasakwa, but I grew up in Gaborone at Orphaned, being raised by my sister after the death of my mother. My mother died when I was 10 years old. Then I moved to Gaborone to stay with my elder sister.
So how was life for you growing up?
Being an orphan is a very difficult situation. You experience a lot of bad things while you are thinking that the person that has taken responsibility to raise you up, you take that person as a mother, a guardian, somebody who will protect you against all evils. But I don't know whether I can say it didn't happen the way I had assumed. I was raised with my sister's children. The first one was older than me. The other one was younger than me. We were schooling at Boitumelo by then. From 1973, they started school before me. I was 11 years old when I started
Standard 1?
Yes.
At 11?
At 11, yes. I was born in 1962 and I started school in 1973. I was 11 years old.
Okay.
So during that time, it was hectic. I had to wake up every morning before everyone, make fire, make hot water for them while they are sleeping. I couldn't even bath before they bath. I will make water and they will come and bath before me. That was what was happening. I don't know whether my sister and her husband had agreed on this. Because even when the husband woke up before my sister, finding me trying to bath before their children, he will scold me and take all those baths away from me and say, no, you can't do this before my children. You can't.
So your sister's husband, did he not accept you living with them, or what was the situation? Why would he react that way?
I wouldn't understand. Because he was sort of, I don't know.
Abusive?
Abusive, yes, if I may put it that way. Because even while we were eating, he will come and look at my food, look at his children's food, and say a lot of things. Even when I was doing the homework, because the children were so lazy that they didn't want to do their homeworks. But for me, I was so firm on my education. I will do my homeworks. And when he found me doing the homework, he will take my book and say, you witch, my children are sleeping and you are doing this in front of me. How dare you? Why don't you sleep? Huh? He will say all those sort of things. But I will cry and say, but this is not my father, and the sister is not my real mother. Where could I go? Because I know my mother is dead and my father is not here. The other siblings are not here to cry on. So I will just pray to God so that if he can take me step by step so that I finish my school and do something for myself. So all these things, they made him more jealous on me, because now I was bright at school. I never failed. I never. From standard 1 up until I never failed. So he called me all sort of names, funny names, a witch, whatever he wanted to call me. So for me, I was just praying to God, no, can you please guide me to do what is right?
So when all these things were happening, was there ever a time where your sister was a witness to your husband's treatment of you?
Sometimes she witnessed, but she wouldn't say anything.
Where is your sister now?
She's late. Even the husband is late.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you ever confront them about it? About how they treated you when you were a child, when they were supposed to have been protecting you?
I never.
Did you have, did your relationship with them improve at any point?
I was forcing. Because there was nowhere I could run to. Yes.
No, I mean as an adult.
As an adult, no, I never. I remember, when was it? 1980. I was doing Form 1. So my sister fell terribly ill. She was admitted at Marina. This man tried to force himself on me.
Oh no.
When my sister came from hospital, when she was discharged, I tried to tell her this. And she said this man could never do that. She denied it. Even when after school, there are some activities at school, I remain behind to join these clubs and do sort of things at school with other children. When I reach home late, I will be beaten. They will say, you have started enjoying sex with boyfriends. Why are you coming late? Why are you doing this? This is what we don't want. Beating me.
Oh, because they wanted you home to be working for them, to be their servant.
To be working for them, to go fetch water, to go to sell. They were selling alcohol. All the children will go and play. I was not allowed to go and play. I was just confined to the house to sell liquor until when these people disperse. If they don't disperse by 12 o'clock, I will be sitting there selling alcohol.
Oh, so they had a shabin.
A shabin. While the children are sleeping, I will be sitting there. But I was not allowed to touch my books to do my homeworks. I will do my homeworks behind their beds so that I shouldn't be beaten at school the following day.
So both the home and the school were places of no refuge for you. I mean, there were threats all around of being beaten.
Yes.
Wow, that is not a nice thing at all.
Yes.
So, a lot of the women that I talk to in this village have similar stories as yours. And that is breaking my heart. And the recurring theme that I see is being an orphan and being female seem to be a treacherous combination for a woman growing up in Botswana.
Yes.
So what can you say about your orphanhood, the fact that your parents had died and you had to go through what you went through? What is it about your orphanhood that you think made you feel so vulnerable to abuse?
I think the other point is we had aunties and whatever, but we didn't grow up closer. That's why,
you mean your extended family?
yes, extended family. Because if things were like that, I think I should have been to other aunties to take care of me. But I think if the government can look into situations like this and make a firm stand that if there are orphans, these orphans should be taken care by people who are, I don't know how to put it, who
say it in Setswana.
Okay. Kore batho ba ba godisang masiela ba itsege ba itsege mo ditlhakong tsa masiela ba ipetsa gore
people with empathy
ga
and
nne e le nna at this age ke sena batsadi ke be ke godisiwa ka tsela e ntseng jaana. How do I feel? How was it going to affect my future and my children? Because this also affects the children that we have. The way we grew up, it affects our children.
Okay, so what was the worst thing or the worst period of your life when you were growing up? What would you say was the worst time?
I don't see any time being better.
Really?
Since the passing away of my mother. I never felt the love that my mother had on me. Truly speaking. From standard 1 up to standard 2. I never had a uniform. I never had shoes to put on me.
What?
Even during winter.
Wow.
I was going barefooted to school.
That is so
Even
painful.
when Hakinikili Mutiti, I was operated. The first day from hospital, You were not there. I cried. My elder sister, who had children, making a porridge, a stiff porridge for Motsetsi. Ke ne ka ipona ke le papa le chilana. Ke ne ka lela ka ema ka festere. Ka lebala le gore ke Motsetsi. E le motho a fetana ke be ke re la bana ke kopa botle kwana. Ha tla go tsena ka mara. Tsama we go ra motho ka nna itse ra go mono ka re tsama go mo ra gore ke batla dijo. Ha tse dijo ke batla motogo ke batla tee. Ha nka tsika ja go mo bontse jana. This go botoka ntlogetse hela ke se ke tla not this one. I can't.
Were you scared of your older sister?
Yes.
Was she okay? I don't think was she as bad as her husband?
Her problem was insulting. She was alcoholic. O naka go shouta go bolella dikgang tsotlhe gore ka la bona le go dile ke ne ke le setse ra lona a rileng. So most of the time ne ke avoid tsone dikgang tsa gore ra bua le rona ba tsenya papa mo teng.
Why did she agree to take you if she didn't want to? Why couldn't you go to the one in Buka, for instance?
After the death of my mother, ke tswa go nna le mama gwe e le go rang ke go tlhokahetse. Ke tswa go nna le ena about 4 to 6 months. Ke ena tswa go ntse go ena. Because when I feel I ipolela gore o batla go ipona le gore o tlhokomela bo monna a sa batle re nna le bo mmamogolo mme se gore o ra gore o na le lerato le le
kana tlhokomelo epe
sa gagwe le go batla gore direng makgoba a bana ba gagwe. She wanted to make us slaves for her kids. I remember when this other lady, she comes after me, 1964. When she was having her periods, she will take that dirty things of hers, putting that in the washing basket for me to wash that. I said, no, I can't. It's better you chase me away from your house rather than doing this sort of things. I can't.
Yeah.
She died at 30 something. She was still washing that. The mother was still washing that because we couldn't do that. Even my younger sister told her, no, I can't do that.
That was so far.
I can't.
So you didn't find any love from your family as a child growing up?
No.
How has your adult life been like?
I told you about when I came. I went to fetch my child from. That was in 1995. 1995. I confronted a lady called Sister Kamel. She was a Catholic nun.
Okay.
I did talk to her and she said, really, are you looking for a job? I said, yes. She said, did you go to school? I said, yes. She said, but I have a job, but I'm teaching adults and out of school kids. Will you manage to do that? I said, yes, Sister Kamel, I will do that. I think I will manage. She took me to her office, showed me how to do it. That day I spent the day with her and she gave me the floor to do it. I did it well. We signed a contract. I started employment with her. That was January 1995.
When was the last job that you had?
It was in 2019, October, end of September.
The last time you had any reliable source of income was in 2021. So how do you support yourself now?
Depend on Ipelegeng.
Sorry?
Ipelegeng.
What is
I
it?
depend in Ipelegeng.
Okay. Yeah. So, but otherwise, are you happy with the help that you are getting from the government with your treatment, for your treatment?
I would say yes or no. Because I don't know.
Do you know if it's going to be affected by the new American
Yes, that
president?
one I know. Even on Thursday, the 27th, I was there. I was given 1 month supply. And I questioned the pharmacist to say,
1 month supply of your medication?
Yes. I said, why are you giving me 1 month supply? She said, there's nothing we can do, Mosadi Mogolo, because there's shortage of medicines. I said, why are you doing this? Can I'm not staying in Gaborone? For me to come and collect the medication here, it means money. And I'm not working. I depend on other people to help me. But by the time I have to come here, if they don't have money, do you want me to go and not take my medication?
So they don't dispense the medication at the Mankodi clinic?
They do. Okay. The reason why I'm still in Marina is because I once had a problem and I'm being managed by the doctors. That's why I'm still at Marina. It's not that I'm I am in denial. Some people think that I'm in denial. I cannot be in denial when I have gone public about my status, and sometimes I go. You get
into the pageants for to try to raise awareness, which is a very, very brave thing. I think I just want to let you know that I'm very proud of you and the work you do, because I know it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It is not easy at all.
But most of the why I was hired by Siyohu is because of my HIV status. And even Bumi hired me because of my status, to go and talk with the people with the same status as mine and encourage them to adhere to their medication and accept their status.
Have you heard about the recent news that there may be a breakthrough in South Africa where they
yes,
think to have...
I have seen it in Facebook.
Yeah. So are you feeling hopeful about that?
Really.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for talking to me. I appreciate you. You know, you're my big sister and I have nothing but love for you. I just hope that things look up for you, things get better for you. And please come and see me again so that we can have other conversations, especially about the problems that we are having as Botswana women and the denial from the powers that be that there is a gender-based violence crisis. So thank you very much for coming and talking to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.